John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the seventh with nobody out. Torres leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Gorman throws on to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Here's Riley Green, 1 for 3.
Ball, that's out.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the
really
Tigers.
Good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Ball.
And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out, the runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Very high with that one. Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
There's a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Aye!
Two one now. That one missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. That misses, and it's 3-2. Two on, 1 out. Ripped to right. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. In there. He scores. And they lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hunter Dobbins will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for St.
Pitching
Louis,
change here, number 67.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, 1 out. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's out.
Ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Carpenter over at second. Torkelson over at first with 1 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Dylan Dingler.
So digging in, Dylan Dingler.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Graceffo getting loose as well. Fastball is outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Misses again, 5 in a row.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Ball 4, he's walked in a run. All loaded up. Wenzel Perez digs in now.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And a base hit on the line. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach McKinstry, 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's in.
Burleson on to second. They get one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 8th inning coming up. Tigers 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ty Madden.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Leading off for
Now up for St. Louis,
shortstop,
Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Madden in his second season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And a foul ball. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Center fielder Victor Scott.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. The Tigers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's too low. Ball 2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Fastball for a strike. Base hit. And a man aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ramon Urias.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. And that's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. And now a wide throw to third.
Up next.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you
Jordan
feel
Walker.
really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next to hit, Jordan Walker.
That's a ball.
Two on, one out.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
There's a strike at the knees. Up and in, and that's ball 3. Goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So back to the top of the order, Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that is out of play. Two on, 2 outs. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. There's the strike. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Jansen, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch kicks away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. This to center field. Meadows on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Parker Meadows getting ready to hit.
Parker Meadows.
Ball 1.
Well struck right field, ranging back, and that's going to bang against the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. He's trying for 3rd. And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball. drive. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Tigers, designated hitter.
One out man at first. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Oh, 0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Fought off foul. Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone. Misses outside, and now it's even 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Swings through that one. And down on strikes, and that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, the Tigers with the lead 7-1. Last chance coming up here for the Cards.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Holton. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now it's Ivan Herrera. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swinging a foul straight back. Chopped to the right side, and that chance handled. Torkelson takes it to the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
For the Cardinals, third baseman Nolan Gorman.
Here's Nolan Gorman, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Now 1-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. On the ground at first. And it goes just foul. stays alive. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's outside.
And it's a full count. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. And a 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three-two now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green under this one. 2 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Pedro Pajes.
So they're down to their final out. And here is Pedro Pajes. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Tigers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Looking through the light, gonna make you blind. So called sophisticated mankind. Brother plan seems to work. Economic growth is saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth? A deeper love from the day of your birth. I start losing it, I'm out of control. Part I'm choosing, part I'm playing a role. They get your money, do they get to your soul? I bet you, honey, what you need is a goal. Now you're in it, you're just playing the game. Another minute or a second of fame.